This morning we're on Gale Road for Mrs. Brenda Raymond, and what we're doing here is that on this house that was initially moved onto this lot, it was moved onto this lot without any porches on it, and since it was moved on here, the porches were added after the fact, and whoever did the porches put the roof on them, but when they put the roof on them, they failed to do the tie-in courses correctly, so we're here to correct that this morning. What they've got is they came in and what they did, I don't know if you can see this or not, but they just put their starter, they ran their last course of shingles on the patio just as far up as they could, about 3 or 4 inches, which is not sufficient, up under the starter course of the original shingle roof on the house, which is right here. You can see the 2 courses. You can see the starter course underneath the first course of the house, and this is the last course on the patio, and it's got about a 3-inch exposure, but it doesn't get all the way up under. It may get a couple of inches up under, but in order for this to work effectively, this last course, this first course on the house needs to be taken off completely so that this last course can run all the way up to here, which is the 12-inch width of the shingle itself, in order for it to be watertight interlocking. And so that's what we're going to have to do to correct the problem. And so we're in the process of removing the first couple of courses of shingles in order to be able to effect that repair properly. Okay, now we have removed the first course of shingles and installed a course of modified bitumen known as ice and water shield, which is a self-healing, self-adhering waterproofing system and underlayment. And now we'll begin to put the tie-in back together in an appropriate and proper way. Once again, here on Gale Road, what we've got is on the back patio where they tied in and built this new patio onto the existing house. What we have is the problem with we had open soffits underneath, and one of the things we were trying to accomplish was to not run the nails through the soffit. And unfortunately, when they built this new patio on, they used, you can see, we used 3/4-inch nails, and when they built their new patio, they used 1.25-inch nails. And all through up here at the tie-in is where the new patio meets the old soffit, and underneath it looks like Rambo kind of got set loose and went crazy and shot nails all through the soffit. So we're having to come all along this tie-in, and we're going to have to take it out all the way down to the end, which this tie-in wasn't done very pretty anyway. And we're going to have to take that, take about 4 courses out all the way down, pull all the nails out, and redo the tie-in with a new ice and water barrier flashing, and retie in the shingles so that, number 1, it won't leak, number 2, it'll be pretty, and number 3, we won't have any nails coming through on the bottom side to upset the homeowner as she walks out onto the patio every morning to have her coffee. So once again, it's about function, and it's also about form. Ending up being pretty matters. So there we have it.